Oh shit. I'm surprised I haven't passed out yet. I've been like awake, probably like whoo, whoo, But anyway, I had the joy of. Oh wait. I had the joy of today of going to Danny Garcia versus Sammy Vargas fight. Now I'll let you know straight from the beginning. Listen, even though I'm from Philadelphia, I ride with Philly fighters. But if I was just to ride with Philly fighters because they were Philly fighters, then I would be a fake ass dude, and that means I would be biased. So understand that I try to make the best out of every fight. And plus, Sammy Vargas is a cool dude. Even though he got beat the fuck up tonight, he watches my videos. No disrespect, Sammy Vargas. No disrespect. But at the same time, But I'll start by saying this. Philly showed up tonight. Now, people say, oh, I'm going to waste my battery. People say shit like, hating ass shit like this. And it's true to an extent. But in this case, Philly showed up. Now, it wasn't a sellout. But it would have been a sellout if you knew who showed up. Everybody that was supposed to show up, as far as Philly is concerned, did. It was crazy. You had AI there. He was drunker than a motherfucker. The answer, Allen Iverson, this was my first time ever, he was drunker than a motherfucker. But hey, he retired, man. Meek Mill and AI came out with Danny Garcia. You had all of pretty much the Philly boxers there, the ones that were supposed to be there, or you had all the Philly boxers there basically. Beanie Siegel was there. The dude who I'm cool with, I got a lot of respect for him, who socked Beanie Siegel, was there. And legitimately, now listen to me when I say legitimately. I'm not no dick eater. Legitimately, this was a good card. From I got there 2 fights before the PBC on Spike telecast began. Those 2 fights was lit like fuck. The Omar Douglas fight was lit. Now, I got to watch the Omar Douglas fight again. Because when you're in... Okay, this is what I do. I told you guys, I don't like going to fights. And also, I'm disabled. Not legally disabled, but it's like, I got real bad asthma. So, in those type of situations, I don't do well, but I just don't get no joy out of going to fights. My goal is in the future... And what we're doing now is I have a website launching. It's called FightView360.com. It's launching in a couple of weeks. I would say in a year or so time, maybe about a year, no more than 2 years, you're not going to see me at no fights. You're not going to see me nowhere. Except on YouTube, obviously. Because I'm going to send people to fights. But since it was in Philly, and we don't get fights of this caliber, in Philly, I'm talking about when we have a world champion. Of course, we have... Shout out to Peltz Boxing. Shout out to BAM Boxing Promotions. Shout out to Johan Gym, Schuler's Gym. I'm sure I'm probably missing a lot. Of course, DSG Gym. Thank you to King's Boxing Promotions. Thank you to Mark Abrams. Thank you to Sam and Andrew from Swanson Communications. Thank you as a whole to all of them. But understand is that I'm going to cover fights my way. And I'm in a situation where I have to let my work show. I'm not just going to these fights to bullshit around. I'm not just covering these fights to bullshit around. So, let me stay on topic. The JoJo Dan Swift Hurd fight was even a good fight. Even though we knew that Danny Garcia was a massive favorite, did he not look a little sharper than usual? Now, let me tell you what I do. Even though they had shitty internet in there, what I do is I got Comcast Xfinity. So therefore, I'm able to watch Spike TV wherever. So what I'll do is, I'll have, even though there's a tape delay, I'll have Spike TV or, on my phone or on my computer, and I'll try to watch the fight that way, but I got to watch it again. But either way, Sammy Vargas got knocked out. I see where he went wrong, but let's not talk about Sammy Vargas. Let's give Danny Garcia the praise that he deserves. Now, you may say, why are you praising him for fighting a cherry? Why are you praising him for fighting a bum? Don't call no fighters no bums. Come on. Can you get punched in the stomach? Even if you say, oh, the shot didn't land clean, somebody's still punching you in the stomach or on the ribs, on the arms or whatever, that shit hurt. We know for sure that Danny Garcia is fighting Keith Thurman next. And at this point in time, there's no more bullshit fights for Danny Garcia. Now, it's not my place to say, but I know why he fought Rod Salka. I know the truth why he fought Rod Salka. But if you look at Danny Garcia's resume, now I already told you, listen, I know motherfuckers going to say, I already know how y'all motherfuckers is. They're going to be like, oh, TstreeT, just because Danny Garcia's from Philly and you trying to be cool with PBC and now him and listen. If you look at his resume, right? The shit is legit. You can say Robert Guerrero was over the hill, but guess what? Robert Guerrero fought Floyd Mayweather. You can say, well, he should have lost the Lamont Peterson fight. I don't have him lose. Lamont Peterson didn't do shit but just dance the night away. Lionel Richie ass. He was dancing on the ceiling. You can say Eric Morales twice. Eric Morales was actually, his career at that point in time was on the upswing. A lot of people forget that crazy ass fight he had with Marcos Maidana, where he had one eye. Eric Morales was back. Danny Garcia was the underdog in the first fight, by the way. Remember when people were saying Danny going to get decapitated? Now, it's not on this channel. I wish I still had those videos, man. But I used to be on another channel when he fought Lucas Matisse. And the build-up to that fight, I was getting slaughtered. I was like, yo, he going to beat Lucas Matisse. Motherfucker was like, you's a dickhead. And, he ain't beat no Lucas Matisse. Matisse's going to chop his head off. And Danny gonna be, Danny literally outboxed Lucas Matisse. People say, Amir Khan was winning on the cards, and why is it not pausing? My bad. It was like, Amir Khan beat him again. Amir Khan shit is fucked up. Amir Khan can be winning on the cards against Vladimir Klitschko. But all it takes is one shot, and he going the fuck down. I like Keith Thurman. But what happens when Keith Thurman get punched in the gut? Listen, when I say I was trying to interview Keith Thurman, I was trying. But okay, well, I'll explain it in detail on my live stream because this video is already almost 10 minutes long. So the fight is happening. Garcia versus Thurman. It's Thurman versus Garcia. That's how it is. It's being billed. It's going to be on CBS. Free television. There's no date. There's a date for it's going to be March the 4th on CBS, but there's no venue yet. I wanted to ask what venue it was going to be, but you're just going to have to see, the video before this that's uploaded is the post-fight interviews with Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia. I can understand why Danny get the hate. But at the same time, this isn't like what he did today with the non-title fight. And Billy Briscoe, the trainer, an acclaimed Philadelphia trainer, but also who was the trainer of Samuel Vargas, he said it, this non-title fight shit not new. It's just that in this social media day and age, people look at it like, because they know more. Now, me personally, now this is where you can separate me from the biased motherfuckers, and I wanted Danny to fight somebody in the top 15 of the WBC. When I asked him why you're not fighting somebody in the top 15 of the WBC, he curved the shit out of my question. And then this was at the first press conference for this. Because when you're a champion, whether it's the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, or the WBO, your voluntary has to be someone in the top 15. For example, Deontay Wilder wanted to fight Shannon Briggs and not Arthur Spielka, believe it or not. But Shannon Briggs was not ranked in the top 15 of the WBC. So in order to get a fight that's a non-title fight, you got to get permission from the WBC. I understood what they did with this Samuel Vargas fight as far as marketing. They announced the Keith Thurman fight to add incentive of this fight. Or not incentive, to add hype to this Samuel Vargas fight. And then also having Keith Thurman, do the commentary and then have them face off in the ring. It's to sell the fight for the future. But anyway, I can't get too much in detail because I have like a long night ahead of me. I've probably been up maybe about 44 of 48 hours. I'm starting to crash, but when I'm really, really tired, I do my best videos. I do my best videos. So I got a whole bunch of editing to do. Actually, I'm not editing nothing tonight. The post-fight stuff for Danny Garcia versus Samuel Vargas is uploading now, and then this video is going to upload after this, and then after that it's going to be the Conor McGregor video. It's going to upload, and then I'm going to do a live stream, and then that live stream we're going to talk about everything, and it's going to be a little controversial. I'm going for like the Howard Stern, like think of boxing, to whereas I like to do my videos live and uncut. I don't like to edit shit, and eventually my interviews are not going to be edited, so I don't have to be doing this shit all motherfucking night. Excuse my language. So when you watch my live streams, right? It's just fall back, chill, relax, and don't be no prude. I hate when people throw that word around, professionalism. Oh, I'm very professional, but at the same time, it's like, yo, I do my videos like I want. But I enjoyed myself tonight. I haven't been to a fight in quite some time. And I told you, I don't get starstruck, and I don't take no pictures with nobody. You don't see not one boxer that has a picture with me, and I met a lot of them. I'm just not into that. I mean, it's no disrespect to the fighters or nothing. I'm just not, I'm just not into that. But some colleagues of mine told me that, well, you got to do it for the business, even though you're not into it. Still, people want to see you with the fighters. And it's like, all right, I understand. And, I'm working on it. But with this fight tonight, I had to show up, And I made some I'm surprised. Listen, so many people recognized me. I didn't, it felt good, but at the same time, it was like, I'm a very private person. I don't want really people to know who I am, But I have like so much work to do. I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Stay tuned for my website. It's called FightView360.com. When I say it's innovative, and I'm sorry, I'm not being disrespectful, but if you don't know what innovative means, then go look that shit up. Google that shit. I'm not just launching no fucking website just to have a website. And it's no better way to say it than that. So, stay tuned. I got to do a live stream in about maybe 25 minutes or so. And we'll talk. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. If you want to see any highlights of the fight, then go to my Instagram at FightView360. right on Instagram, or the link is right down below in the description box. Now, March the 4th, Garcia versus Thurman, I have to be honest with you. There's a good chance I'm going to be there. I mean, it's not a financial thing. It's just that, I just don't, But a fight like that, it's like, fuck it. If it's in Vegas, you might as well go. And that's a Vegas fight. All right? I would like for it to be in New York, but, if anything, that's a Vegas fight. If they put it in LA, then that's going to be some bullshit. It's like, for what? You might as well put it in the Barclays. So that's what we're waiting for, is we're waiting. We know that it's going to be on CBS. We know that it's going to be on March the 4th. We don't know what the venue is. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I'll see you in my live stream.